Sometimes the most emotional moments don't come with tears, they arrive in silence. On a calm day, with cameras watching and the world expecting perfection, Prince William and Princess Kate shared a moment so quiet that many almost missed it. No speeches, no dramatic gestures, just a pause, a look, and a shared stillness that felt deeper than words. Like a lake at dawn, calm on the surface, but carrying stories beneath. This wasn't a headline moment, it was a human one. And once you notice it, you can't unsee the emotion they quietly carried together.
In a world where every royal gesture is examined, replayed, and debated, some moments arrive without fanfare. No grand speeches, no dramatic headlines, no carefully staged announcements. These moments do not demand attention. Instead, they gently invite it. One such moment recently unfolded with Prince William and Princess Kate, a moment so quiet and understated that it resonated more deeply than any dramatic display ever could. It was not marked by tears or public declarations. There was no press release calling it historic. Yet for those who watched closely, it felt profoundly emotional, a moment that spoke of resilience, shared strength, and the quiet bond between two people carrying extraordinary responsibility. This is the story behind that moment. Royal life has long been associated with formality, distance, and emotional restraint. From a young age, members of the royal family are taught that composure is not just expected, it is required. Public emotion, when it does appear, is often carefully controlled. But in recent years, something has subtly shifted. Prince William and Princess Kate have gradually reshaped how the modern monarchy expresses humanity. They have not done so through dramatic interviews or headline-grabbing statements. Instead, they've chosen consistency, authenticity, and moments of quiet presence. This particular emotional moment followed that same pattern. There were no raised voices, no visible tears, just two people standing side by side, sharing a brief exchange that revealed far more than words ever could.
To understand why this moment mattered, one must first understand the weight Prince William and Princess Kate carry every single day. Prince William, heir to the throne, grew up under global scrutiny. From childhood, his life was defined by expectation. Expectation to lead, to represent, to endure. He experienced loss at an age when most children are protected from it, and that loss shaped him in ways still visible today. Princess Kate entered royal life from a very different background. She was not born into the monarchy, but stepped into it with grace, patience, and determination. Over the years, she has balanced public duty with motherhood, personal identity, and constant observation. Together, they have built a partnership rooted not in spectacle, but in steadiness. That is why moments like this one feel so significant. The moment itself unfolded quietly. There was no dramatic setup, no expectation that something emotional would occur. Cameras were present, as they always are, but nothing about the atmosphere suggested a headline-making event. And yet, something happened. Prince William paused, just briefly. Princess Kate turned toward him. Their exchange lasted only seconds, but within that silence was reassurance, understanding, and shared resolve. Observers later described it as subtle but unmistakable, a small gesture, a look, a moment of stillness. In an age dominated by loud reactions and instant commentary, this silence spoke volumes. The public response to this moment was swift, but not sensational. Instead of shock or surprise, people expressed something different: connection. Many saw themselves reflected in that quiet exchange. Couples who have faced pressure together recognized the look. Parents balancing responsibility felt the weight behind it. Individuals navigating public expectation while carrying private emotion understood the restraint. Social media reactions were not dramatic. They were thoughtful. This felt real. They didn't need to say anything. You could feel what they were carrying. In a digital world that often amplifies extremes, this moment stood out precisely because it did not try to.
Prince William and Princess Kate's relationship has never been about grand displays. From the earliest days of their public life together, they have shown a preference for subtlety. Their bond has been shaped over years, through shared experiences, challenges, and growth. They've navigated early media pressure, family responsibilities, and evolving public roles together. This emotional moment was not an isolated event. It was the result of years of trust and shared understanding. They did not need to speak because they already knew. This moment also highlights how the image of the modern royal family is changing. Gone are the days when emotional distance was the defining trait of royal presence. Today's monarchy is learning that relatability does not weaken tradition, it strengthens it. Prince William and Princess Kate represent a bridge between generations. They honor royal values while acknowledging modern expectations of openness and empathy. Their quiet emotional exchange reflected that balance perfectly. It was respectful, composed, human.
What made this moment even more powerful was what didn't happen afterward. There was no official clarification, no spokesperson explanation, no attempt to frame the narrative. And that restraint allowed the moment to remain authentic. By not explaining it, they allowed people to interpret it for themselves. In doing so, the moment became personal to each observer. Some saw strength, some saw vulnerability, some saw love. All were valid. Why quiet moments matter more than loud ones? In public life, it's easy to mistake volume for importance, but history often remembers the quieter moments, the ones that reveal character rather than performance. This moment revealed how Prince William and Princess Kate face pressure together, not by dramatizing it, but by sharing it. That quiet solidarity is what many found so moving. One of the most striking aspects of this moment was its emotional honesty without exposure. They did not overshare. They did not invite sympathy. They did not seek attention. And yet, the emotion was clear. This is a lesson many found refreshing, that it is possible to be emotionally open without being emotionally exposed. Prince William and Princess Kate showed that strength and sensitivity can coexist.
Long after the event itself passed, the discussion remained. Not because it was controversial, not because it was shocking, but because it felt genuine. People returned to it because it offered something rare, a glimpse of authenticity without intrusion. Some news fades quickly, some moments linger. This quietly emotional exchange between Prince William and Princess Kate belongs to the latter category. It didn't demand attention, it earned it. And in doing so, it reminded the world that the most powerful emotions are often the ones left unspoken.
As future king and queen consort, their leadership style matters. This moment offered insight into how they may lead in the years ahead, not through dramatic gestures, but through calm presence and mutual support. Leadership, after all, is not only about authority, it is about steadiness during uncertainty. In that quiet moment, many saw reassurance. Royal duty often appears ceremonial, yet behind every public appearance is preparation, pressure, and expectation. This moment reminded the world that even those born into extraordinary roles experience ordinary emotions. They pause, they reflect, they support one another, and sometimes that is enough.
Prince William and Princess Kate did not set out to make a statement that day. They did not seek to create a moment for history books. Yet they did. By simply standing together, by sharing silence, by acknowledging emotion without displaying it. In a world that often confuses noise with meaning, they offered something rare, a reminder that quiet strength can be just as powerful, and perhaps even more lasting.
As the moment slowly fades from view, what lingers is not what Prince William and Princess Kate said, but what they didn't. There were no speeches to replay, no statements to analyze, no carefully chosen words to debate. And yet, the feeling remains. In that brief pause, in that shared stillness, they reminded the world of something we often forget, that strength does not always announce itself. Sometimes it simply stands quietly beside you. Like a lake at dusk, calm and unmoving, their presence carried depth beneath the surface. The responsibilities they shoulder, the expectations they face, the personal emotions they protect, all held steady in silence, not hidden, but respected. This was not a performance. It was not designed for applause. It was a moment of partnership. Prince William did not stand alone. Princess Kate did not step forward or back.
They stood together, equal, connected, and quietly aware of the weight they share. And in that togetherness, many saw something rare in public life, genuine calm under pressure. Perhaps that is why this moment stays with us, because it reflects something deeply human. We all have moments when words fail us, moments when all we can offer, or all we need, is presence, a glance, a shared breath, a reminder that we are not carrying everything alone. For future generations watching the monarchy evolve, this moment may never be written into official records, but it will be remembered in another way, as a symbol of modern strength, where dignity and emotion do not compete, but coexist. As the cameras moved on and the day continued, Prince William and Princess Kate did not try to preserve the moment. They let it pass, just as quietly as it arrived. And maybe that is its greatest power, because some moments are not meant to be explained. They are meant to be felt. And long after the noise fades, it is these quiet moments, steady, sincere, and shared, that remain.